Hello. Good evening, fellow builders. Welcome to the Skeleton Crew. It has been a crazy week here on our channel, guys. Absolutely nuts. Like, that is an understatement for sure. I don't know if any of you have checked that subscriber count lately. Hi, John Powell. Welcome. I'm glad to see you. Tonight we are on chapters 13, 14, and 15 of The Prisoner of Azkaban. I do have a secret hidden bonus question tonight, but for the most part, we are doing 4 questions per chapter. We are also, because we hit the 500 subscriber mark, we are giving away a free second copy of the full cast Audible tonight live in the chat. We're going to be giving it away. So for those of you who are looking for your chance to overtake Brick Together for the end of the Tri-Builder tournament, your chances tonight, all you have to do is check out Audible. There's a link in the description. It is free to download, free to browse. But tonight, since we hit that 500 subscriber mark, we didn't just hit it, man. We crushed it. I'm going to be giving away a free copy ahead of time, not just to the winner of the tournament for this season. Welcome in, Parmesan Hufflepuff. I can't imagine where you came from. I bet Odelay Dorado is right behind you. It's okay, John Powell. To be fair, you do know all the answers, but because they're so chapter specific, I caught Brandy, and like some people already know the answers, and some of the questions I was asking were chapter specific. Like, there's 3 different times he goes to Hogsmeade. Well, I'm at 3 different times as of chapter 15. You know, so when I was asking about the trip to Hogsmeade, some of the questions I was asking, people were answering them preemptively, and it was almost like a little bit of a spoiler for me, if I'm being honest. Raid! Odelay, welcome, fellow Dragon Rider. It's good to see you. I don't always get to see the Wednesday live, but Fridays I feel like I can steadfast. I know I'm going to get to see Odelay. So we'll let everybody kind of get in and get settled. And we'll kind of get busy. And I will talk a little bit about how we're going to do this giveaway tonight. Just so everyone is aware, a couple just community updates. Tomorrow there is a lot going on. We have, I think Brick Together has a collab. And I think that Kirkham also has a collab with Brick Therapy. And I think Brick Together, you guys are with Foggy Moggy in the morning, aren't you? So I have decided to move our normal morning Minecraft live to Sunday at 8 a.m. And this might actually be a permanent move, guys, just because there are some things coming up in my community that I want to be able to get involved in. And they're going to require me to be available on Saturdays. So I'm thinking that our morning Minecraft is going to move to Sunday mornings before church. Welcome in, Tiger. Welcome in, Brick Together. Welcome in, Odelay. Let's see, did I miss anybody? Are we all kind of here? Parmesan Hufflepuff, of course, hat tip. John Powell is here to compete this evening. John Powell, I expect you to bring it. So, just to recap, we do have, in the season standings, we do have Brick Together in the lead. Parmesan Hufflepuff and Odelay are hot on their tails and in the chase. And there are 12 to 13 questions, sometimes 14 questions per week. So at any point in time, you guys could overtake them. Aw, man, that stinks. I'm sorry, John. You did your first stop motion animation, Tiger? How did you like it? You're not doing it again because my camera had... Okay. Okay, Tiger. So, Tiger, I don't know if you're part of our Discord, but I do actually have a Discord where we talk about stop motion a lot, and somebody there would actually probably be glad to offer you advice. We are not gatekeepers in this community, for sure. You only got to like chapter 20 in the first book. Yeah. But see, like you've already read them all though, John. The dessert pizza's calling your name, Brandy. See, pizza's always great. Pizza's always great. All right, guys. Without further ado, let's get the tournament candle lit, and we will get on to question number 1, and then we will get into this build. Too much going on. I understand. You could also be named this week's Tri-Builder tournament winner. So just to let everybody know how the giveaway is going to work. Audible is a free app. It's free to download, free to browse. You can check out the link in the description to check out the giveaway prize. All you have to do is, towards the end of the live, I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to enter whatever email they would like for the book to be sent to, and I will send you a full cast Audible Harry Potter book of your choice. I think they have released all of them up to the Deathly Hallows. So the Deathly Hallows comes out in 10 days, I think. So you can have the Harry Potter full cast Audible of your choice just by being here at the end of the evening. And that might just also be your ticket to overtake Brick together, because they've got a pretty awesome lead. But again, we're with 15 questions a night, it's anybody's game. So if we are ready for the first question of the evening, Bricks at the ready, thumbs at the ready, folks. Chapter 13 of The Prisoner of Azkaban. Who is Ravenclaw's seeker? Who is Ravenclaw's seeker? Oh, whoa! Odelay coming in hot. Coming in hot. He was ready for that. Wow. Can I go ahead and assume that you are going to be portraying the night bus driver this evening? Are they really, Odelay? That's cool. Yep, night bus man. I kind of figured. We will go ahead and get you lined up here, Odelay, and get a brick breaker on the board for you. Yeah, no, he came in hot with that one. He was ready to go. He was ready to go. He had it before I could screw up. Also tonight, guys, just in honor of the Skeleton Club, if you would like to choose from the Minecraft skeleton, we will also be adding him to the list of choosable avatars. And as always, no one ever does, but if you want to be the Breezy Sig Fig, you can. You don't text well. That happens. He answered before you even heard the question. Make sure you hit the live button, because sometimes that happens to me. Like, I don't realize that I've fallen behind just because at some point in time I accidentally somehow slid the button. Alright. This is an awesome sort. To be fair, I had all week to look at it. Let's do. So, I have been thinking a lot about once we finish this, what our next build is going to be. Oh, it's just delayed through your Wi-Fi, John? Oh, someone's home. I apologize. At least they're not as close as they used to be when they bark. Now they tend to run off and go downstairs. I'll never mind them barking, though. Yeah, you do want dessert. You always want dessert. Right. Because, like, how often does your meal actually come with dessert? That's how I kind of like to see it. Birthday cake, birthday cake, birthday cake, birthday cake. I need to look and see when the actual date is. That's okay. Is the bag from Rudy? So what's with the SBC? What does that stand for? I like dessert pizza. But to be fair, I'm pretty much so a fan of sugar. Like, in all forms. I don't allow myself to have sugar very often. And I don't actually care too much for it. But from time to time, it's just like an overindulgence for me. Kind of like how I let myself have coffee on Sundays. Or one day a weekend. It's like I can either have it on Saturdays or Sundays. You gotta let yourself have some indulgences sometimes. By the way, Odele, I meant to tell you, thank you for your recommendation. So I'm definitely gonna do Rondu now. I was standing in the store the other day, and I was like, oh man, it's time to add a dragon. I feel it in my dragon rider bones. And I was standing there trying to decide between Rondu and Ryu. And I have young Dragon Ryu who come with a Sora figure, which I really love that Sora figure. And I was like, I was torn because I was like, well, I have little Dragon Ryu, I should have big Dragon Ryu, right? And I was like, well, no, not necessarily. Yo, Rudy. I know, right? It's just like too much cuteness in one spot. Good job, Brandy. It's not that I don't like sugar and sweets, it's just, to me, it's an overindulgence, and everybody in my family's high risk, so I might as well just abstain. Or at least minimize it. It doesn't hurt me to give it up, especially when I don't, care too much. But man, let me tell you, when I do care, get out of my way. Like if I suddenly am like, I want chocolate, like it's happening. It's happening. You are officially a bystander to this event. I am just letting you know what's happening. Oh, yeah? Oh, man. You should come let Bear cook for you. He loves dietary restrictions. He loves it. He's going to want to know all about it. Like, yeah. Well, I showed you the receipt for my coffee the other day. Like, that's at that point in time, it's just hot chocolate with caffeine. Yeah. I'm supposed to, but I don't like the way it makes my tummy feel. Yeah, that's why I don't keep. I told Bear when we got married, I was like, I don't really keep sweets in the house, and now he realizes it's because when I decide that I want sweets, I'm gonna go get sweets and I'm gonna eat said sweets. Uh, Dark chocolate actually isn't horrible for you. It's not great for you, but it's not horrible for you. Okay. Put around. This goes here. I think this is supposed to be the Great Hall that we're working on. Oh, all right. So we don't fall behind. Let's do another question. All right. Bricks at the ready. Thumbs at the ready. Brick breakers at the ready. You guys ready for another question? So in chapter 13, we are talking about the Quidditch match versus Ravenclaw. Why does Slytherin House lose 50 points after the Quidditch match? So at the end of the match, Slytherin House loses 50 points. Why do they lose 50 points? Ready, Santa? Nope. Incorrect, Odelay. Nope, incorrect. Brick together. Miss brick together. So the question is, during the Ravenclaw match, Slytherin House loses 50 points for what misconduct? We kind of figured something was going on, Odelay, but, we don't like to pry. We're all here. We're all here. You know where we stream. You know how to get a hold of us. Okay, well, yeah, what unsporting behavior? And actually, they weren't even competing in the match. It was Ravenclaw versus Gryffindor. One more time, Miss Brick together. Mentos better, Mentos freshener. Mentos better with Mentos fresh and full of life. Mentos, the fresh maker. No, we love you too, Odelay. We're all here. All right. That would be Miss Brick together for impersonating Dementors. Very good. Choose your avatar for the evening. We did retire the Death Eater, but we do have the Dementor out. We also have Hagrid, Dean, Ron, Malfoy, pretty much so anybody you could want. I also finally moved the Malfoy Manor up here, so if there are other characters, you name it, I probably got it. I'll go get it for you. You want to be the Breezy Fig? Okay, be the Breezy Fig. Sounds like a plan. Let's get you a pedestal. Yeah. So finally was Breezy Fig. All right, we got you on the points board. All right, let's get back to it. Shucks, I'm starting to manage this better than I thought. We might actually end up moving on to a second bag tonight, guys. Who knows? With the next question, we will stop and we will take some names for the giveaway. Welcome, Brickable World. Good to see you. Shh, no one tell them we were just talking about them. I'm kidding. Oh, I gave Brandy my brick breaker. I need a new one now. Breezy shark doo 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 doo. Breezy shark doo 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 doo. Breezy shark doo 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 doo. Breezy shark. Oh, oops, they go on the top, not the bottom. Got it. Yeah, giveaway. So we every Friday night, Brickable, we actually give away, or we not give away. We play the Tri Builders tournament, which is we are going 3 chapters a week through all of the Harry Potter books. They're being released on Audible, the full cast edition. I have never read the books before, and it's been kind of a golden opportunity for me to actually read the books for the first time, and I'm doing that while I'm working through quite a big project, honestly, the Hogwarts Castle and Grounds, which was a gift. We started it when we started the book. Hopefully we finish it before we finish the book. But since we are keeping tally of the points throughout the season, and at the end we're going to give away a full cast copy. But since we hit 500 subscribers, we are giving away one early, which hopefully will be somebody's golden ticket to overtake Brick together. Because that was kind of our milestone, was if I hit 500 subscribers, I was going to give away one in the middle of the season. So it's kind of been exciting. And each week, not at the end of the season, not just at the end of the season, but each week you get to choose your minifigure avatar to compete in the tournament. And then whoever wins at the end of each Friday night gets to be featured in that week's community post and gets a shout out on that week's community post as the Tri Builder Champion of the Week. So it has been a slow build and a slow tournament, but we are making our way through it. I think after this, we are at chapter 15. So I think we have 3 more streams after this. We have 2 more books and then the movie, and then the tournament will officially be over. Welcome in, Candy. It's good to see you. No, welcome on in. And again, you don't have to like have been here the whole season. We do 15 questions a night. So at any point in time, anybody could overtake Break Together. And well, I do up to 15 questions a week. Sometimes they're bonus questions on the community page, but I like to make sure everybody kind of has a chance to compete, and also that we do have a weekly winner. Welcome in, YouTube Stabworthy. It's good to see you. You're all bricked up? Oh, man. It's good to see everybody tonight. Please don't forget to hit that like button while you're here. All right. Actually, let's go ahead and do another question, guys, because I've kind of hung out chatting with you. I got excited because I was ahead, and now I'm behind. Oh, no. Oh, no. So let's go ahead and do another question while we're here, while we're kind of at a pause. So in chapter 13 of The Prisoner of Azkaban, what book is Hermione trying to read during the victory party? So there is a victory party going on because they won the Quidditch match, and Hermione is trying to read a very specific book. What is this book named? Hogwarts of History. No, Odelay. History of Hogwarts. No, Brick Together. By the way, just so anybody who is reading along, that is one of my favorite questions to ask, is to name books within books. Oh. Brickable World. Brickable World. They're coming in. They're coming in with the answer. They're coming up with it. They got it. It's on the tip of their tongue. Nope. Incorrect. Parmesan Hufflepuff. Oh, delay. The Book of Runes. No, John Powell. An I Spy book. You're getting cheeky, Odelay. I like it. It's funny. I guess not. Brick World. Muggle Studies. Okay, she is reading the book for Muggle Studies. What is the name of the book for Muggle Studies? So that was the Monster Book of Monsters, Odelay. Which I wish I had done this season. But I forgot that that was coming up as a scene in the book, and I did not do it. Also, I found out that sucker, like, you can roll it back and it takes off. Muggle physics book. It's cool you don't know that. All right, Brickable World. Well, I'll give it to you. I will still give it to you because it was a pretty specific question, and you weren't wrong about what class it was for. So it is Home Life and Social Habits of British Muggles is the name of the book. It's like a Happy Meal toy. Yeah, it is like a Happy Meal toy. Brickable World, choose your Lego minifigure and welcome to the Builder Tournament. I will give it to you just because you were right that it was the book for Muggle Studies. She was trying to study for Muggle Studies, which is kind of funny to me how apparent it is that she is time jumping, but that's also kind of hindsight. Oh, History of Muggle Society. Well, that wasn't right, was it, Parmesan Hufflepuff? Where did you say it? Hold on. Let me make sure I've got the filter off because the filter likes to mess with me. Okay. No, you spammed that and it was no. No. Hi, April. Welcome in. Welcome to the Trial Builder Tournament. All right, Brickable World. Choose your minifigure avatar. What are the minifig options? So I pretty much don't have anybody that you can think of in the realm of Harry Potter. I also have anyone you can think of in the Series 28 minifigures. Currently tonight I have the Dolphin, the Dalmatian, Monkey, and Koala. We also have the Golden Ron. And in honor of the skeleton crew, we do have the Minecraft skeletons on the board. I even have a Dementor. I do remember you, April. It's good to see you. Welcome back. There's an arcade. Remus. You want to be the Dementor? Let's be the Dementor just because Remus would require me to go downstairs. But you can be the Dementor. Let's get you on the board. We do also have the coveted Tri-Builder Cup up for grabs. Let's see. I need a Minecraft crafting table. I'll be just fine, thank you. I'm gonna guess Space Invaders. It is a very nice cup. It came with my Goblet of Fire set, which we might have some fun with that with the next book. There we go. Let's get you on the board. Galaga, yeah, also a possibility. I always like to play Donkey Kong. That's kind of my go-to. And I'm horrible at it. I am absolutely horrible at it. But welcome in, everybody. It's good to see you. It's good to see some new faces coming out to the stream tonight. Especially after such a crazy week with that one viral video. I was really nervous that there were going to be a whole bunch of new people in the stream, but it is new people, but it's also some old faces, and that's good to see. What's loud and distracting? Oh, the arcade? Yeah. Galaga is your game? I also like Centipede. Centipede was another good one, I think. Isn't there a new Mario movie coming out, or that came out recently? I kind of want to watch that. I haven't seen it yet. Has anybody in the chat seen it? I liked the first one. Peaches, 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 peaches. Yeah, Mario Galaxy. Oh, is it good? Is it as good as the first one? I also like Jack Black. He just seems like a good human being. I mean, he might not be, you should never meet your idols, but. Oh, really? You haven't heard anything good about it yet. That's an interesting way to put it. These are satisfying. Lego snaps. Lego snaps for the win. Oh, really? So it's just. Uh-oh. Oh, no, that's it. Okay, cool. Okay, well, John Powell says he's heard nothing but good stuff about it. So I guess it's just mixed reviews, guys. I mean, which is fine. I just, I guess I kind of heard the same thing about the first one. I kind of heard the same thing about the first one, I guess. You weren't interested in seeing it anyway? That's fair. You like MJ, didn't like the movie? Not a big MJ fan. Who's MJ? Who's MJ? Who are you guys referencing? Oh. Oh, so apparently. Okay. Well, I don't know anything about that. I liked the first one. I haven't even seen Project Hail Mary the first time. We just don't go see that many movies in theaters anymore. I mean, we do, but we don't. I think the last one that we went to see was. Welcome in, Jennifer Crosby. It's good to see you. Happy Friday. I can't remember the last time we went to see a movie in theaters. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We have actually got our big giveaway tonight for breaking the 500 subscriber goal. I'm excited about it. We are doing our Tri-Builder Trivia Tournament. Break Together is currently in the lead, but at any point in time they could be overtaken because we are asking 15 questions tonight. Okay, that makes sense then. If you guys are talking about two different movies at the same time. I am not giving away my cat, Odelay. No, you guys cannot have River or Zoe. I am not hoping someone will beat you. I am just encouraging them not to give up. Oh. It has been. Oh, is he a little too young still? So our theater near us actually has days where they have kid movie day. And I mean, like, it's in the middle of the day, but if you do ever have an opportunity, to kind of do something special, you might want to look and see if you can do a midday movie. Kind of make a memory. And it is kid friendly, like they actually do, or the one at our theater is. Like they actually do like a hiatus in the middle or a break in the middle of the movie so that everybody can take a break, run around. That kind of thing. Just it's worth looking into is all I'm saying. Not saying that they necessarily are going to have one. I hope they do for you, but I've gone. Not, Yeah, that's part of the reason I go is because sometimes I end up there by myself. Oh, did it? So I will tell you part of why I love Harry Potter. When my brother was young, I would go and check him out of school whenever the movies would come out. And it was so that he could go in the next day and tell everybody that he saw the movie first. And as long as our grades were good, my mom would let us go and we could. Oh, that's how that goes. I got you. I got you. I see. My mom would let us go as long as our grades were good. And she would let me go pick him up and check him out. And we would go to the movies that day. As long as our grades were good. And then it just kind of became a tradition after a while. I did, actually, very much. I helped him play hooky a lot. A lot. A whole lot. I do like my shark shirt. Breezy shark do 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 do. Breezy shark do 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 do. Breezy shark do 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 do. Breezy shark. I saw all of them. All of them. Normally as matinees. Normally in the middle of the day when I was supposed to be at school. And I normally took my kid brother because we're not going to talk about how old I was when the movie came out. But he was little and he appreciated it. He very much appreciated being the first kid in his class to get to see it. Join the minifigure garden. What's the minifigure garden? Oh, I don't know, Odelay. We're going to have to get back to some trivia here in a minute as soon as I lock in these pieces, because these are not wanting to... Maybe that's why. Oh, you're okay. You're okay, Bob. I got this. This is like... It happens to the best of us. Ah, okay. You're calling it the minifigure garden? I like that. I like that. I must have missed that. I'm sorry. I dig it. You know I dig a good garden overlay. I was actually digging earlier today for some looking for a botanical set to build, because even though I started the channel with botanicals, I haven't built a botanical in a while. Did you, Breakable World, did you happen to play Legacies? Did you happen to play Legacies? That was probably the last big game that oh, well, that just happened. That was probably the last big game that I kind of super nerded out on. Like, and I'm talking like super nerded out, like Cheeto dust in my hair and a 2-liter next to the recliner nerded out. I have not gotten it fixed yet. It's just kind of been low priority in terms of the yard, because there were a couple things that we had to fix after that big winter storm. So no, the roof is still not on it. I did get the roof completely off of it though, so it's functional, but it doesn't have a screen up to protect it from the aminals. All right, who is ready for another question? Brick breakers at the ready, bricks at the ready, thumbs at the ready, folks. Question number 4 from chapter 13 of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Harry has a dream, and he dreams of chasing what through the woods? I will accept a couple different answers on this. But what does Harry dream that he is chasing through the woods? Oh, that one was Parmesan Hufflepuff. He was kind of guessing, but dang. Dustin is on fire. He came in quick with that too. It is implied that he is chasing a stag. It's a Patronus, but it's implied that it's the stag Patronus, his father's Patronus. Well, what ends up being his Patronus, right? So that goes to Dustin. Dustin, choose your Lego minifigure of the evening. Dang, you guys are all over the board tonight. We got 4 people in this competition this evening. Voldemort game off of head. What? Yep, it was a stag. So it's described as just a ball of light, but then there's also the hoof noise in the background, which implies that he's chasing the stag Patronus. So, Dustin, Parmesan Hoof, or let me say it right, Parmesan Hoofapoof, go ahead and choose your Lego minifigure of the evening. Okay, I shouldn't say it. Like, I'm fine hearing it now, but I can't say it out loud. Hagrid's mama. Nope. Nope. Although, wouldn't that be a character to meet? Harry, just ask Cho to the ball. Yep. Poor Harry. Just ask. It has been interesting to me, though, as I read these books, Breakable World. I've made some notes to people of things that I didn't pick up on. Like, there's, like, the underlying romance of all the characters is much more obvious in the books, whereas in the movies, I'm not going to lie, until Ron and Hermione kissed in Deathly Hallows, I had no clue that was going on. But I am sometimes a little bit romantically oblivious, but I just did not get any of that from the films. I was shocked. But in the books, it's much more obvious, and it's not just because I've seen the movies and I know how it goes. I have no, I don't have the Allery. I wanted the boat dock instead, I think. I'll have to look at my backlog, Breakable World, but that would be fun. That would be fun. I haven't done any of those. I haven't done any of the smaller castle sets in a while. This is actually my first big Hogwarts castle in a while. It was so obvious in the books. Yeah, you're right, John Powell. Yes, really, John Powell. I love it when I tell people things like that about movies or books or films, and they're like, "Really?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just kidding." It's like, "Yes, really." Like, my husband found out that I had never seen Lord of the Rings, and he was like, "Really?" And I was like, "No, I just said that because I thought your reaction was worth it." Like, and the bickering about Crookshanks and oh gosh, the rat. His name escapes me at this moment. It's on the tip of my tongue. If we hadn't been talking about it, I would have. Scabbers. Yeah, even the Jenny crush. Even the Jenny crush. I've already picked up on subtle hints of the Jenny crush too. So maybe that's another book that I have to read, Brickable World, but I've never read the Harry Potter books. I've never read the Lord of the Rings books. I'd never even seen the Lord of the Rings books until my husband forced me to watch them. It was part of our vows. He was like, she must watch Lord of the Rings at least once in her life. I was like, okay. Oh no, I'm not saying that it's not a great film, Brickable World. I'm just saying I hadn't seen it, and everybody seemed to be flabbergasted by that. Like, I have never read Lord of the Rings. No, that might be a TLDR for me. Aw. Well, now we're a couple books ahead. You guys are skipping books ahead. Actually, that's the next book, which I'm excited about. That's when we're probably gonna get some serious book romance, right? Well, not serious, but we'll get some PG-13 book romance. Hoppers. Oh, somebody was trying to watch that earlier today. I forget who. Oh, I think it was Sam who was trying to watch that earlier today, and I might have interrupted it. Isn't it the same people who did Toy Story 3? All right, we got some castle lore here. Let's see what it says. The ceiling of the great hall can be enchanted to mimic the night sky. We knew that, Lego Manual. We knew that. It was like that was like 2 books ago, Lego Manual. Get with it. We knew that. Oh, did they? I'll have to Google that whenever I get off here, Brickable World. Actually, if you want to post a link to that in or on my community page, I would love to check that out. I do have a weekend morning Minecraft stream, which is a little bit more on the 8 under range. It coincides with my hi Owen, welcome. We're doing a giveaway this evening, Owen. Did you see my subscriber count jump? That's crazy. No, Big Bird is not the Phoenix. But I would love to do the Sesame Street set, but man, those are super pricey. Okay. So this castle goes... I know. It's been crazy. It went crazy out of nowhere. I felt a little bit like a captain at a helm who didn't know what was really going on. Okay, so it clicks in here. Cookie cutter and the goblet of crumbs. That's silly. Okay. So hold on. I'm seeing a flaw in this already. Tweezers. Tweezers. Scalpel. Can I get this up? I can get this up. Cool. Because it goes much better by clicking it that way and then putting it in the hole. Is it? Oh man. Look at that. Nice castle on a hill right there. What a lovely castle on a hill. Look at us building towers and doing stuff and things, guys. Yay. Let's do another question real quick, you guys, while we're here at a pause point. All right, we're going to move on to chapter 14. Okay. By the way, I love Sir Curduncan in the audiobook, so I don't know if any of you guys know the voice actor who plays Laszlo in What We Do in the Shadows, and he's also an actor in IT Crowd, which is a British comedy. And he is one of my favorite voice actors to listen to. The guy could read the phone book and I would still show up. But he's voiced, Sir Curduncan is voiced by him. And so the trivia question is, bricks at the ready, guys. Thumbs at the ready, brick breakers at the ready. Question number 1 from chapter 14. After Sir Curduncan's mistake, which painting is returned to her post as the Gryffindor at the Gryffindor entrance? The Mummy is more like a modern thriller than anything. I would second that opinion, Odelay. Is he? That's funny. Oh, does nobody have it? After Sir Curduncan's mistake, which painting is returned to her post at the Gryffindor entrance? You'll never remember her name. That's okay. Cheeky Brickable World. Oh, did I miss something? Did I have a chat filter off or something? Nope, I don't think I did. Oh, because it has because it's technically derogatory. You can replace the word you're thinking about with chunky if you want to. There you go. I think Brickable World might have had it first though, Odelay. Yeah, Odelay got that one. The Odelay got that one. Way to work the system, Odelay. Way to work the system. The chunky mama. It won't let you say it because Fat. It's PHAT, man. PHAT. All right, Odelay. Good win. Good win. Fair. Fair. Did you have it, John Powell? And it wouldn't let you post it? I'm sorry. I didn't even think about that when I wrote the question. Did it? Hold on. I'm reviewing. Yeah, sometimes YouTube does that. It tends to keep us humble. I don't know why it would have censored it, guys. I'm not seeing it on my screen at all. I'm reviewing, guys. I promise. It's got to be something about the censor. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean for it to be a... Okay, as long as you guys are good with it. Well, you are. You are really playing. You are really playing. I actually really look forward to it when you can actually make our lives on Friday, because I know you can't always. You are, in fact, kind of the one who gave me the blueprint for the format. I know you don't like the credit for that, but... All right, we got another castle fact here in the Lego manual, guys. All right, so that point went to, who did we ultimately decide got that point? Was it Odelay? Just because he... Okay, JP, everyone's insisting that you get the point, so I'm going to need you to choose your minifigure avatar for the evening, okay? Just because we play sportsman-like here. We don't play knockdown, drag-out rules. See, and like Brick Together showing me, like, we compared screenshots the other weekend, me and Brick Together. Something is weird about the way the chat's filtering lately, and that one was probably because we said fat. All right, John Powell. If you don't choose one, I'm going to assign one to you. Yeah, I think there's some kind of new update, John Powell, because it did it to Brandy last week too, and like she sent me like we both looked at the same screenshot and we were showing different things. And then like half of my community posts were like showing that people were commenting and I couldn't see them. And I was like, what is going on? And then I finally switched the filter and all of a sudden like a dozen comments on my community post showed up. All right. John Powell, while you're choosing your Lego minifigure avatar, I'm going to go ahead and ask question 2 from chapter 14. Who invites Harry and Ron to tea? Who invites Harry and Ron to tea? Yeah, I think I have mine off, but I think it's weird the way it's filtering lately. Cho. No, John Powell, no. Not in chapter 14. I don't know about further chapters, but not in chapter 14. Hagrid, that's Odile Dorado, folks. You want to be Hagrid. That's not your guess. You want to be Hagrid because you're lagging. I got you, John Powell. I got you, John Powell. It's okay. I can live in 2 different time zones. Ask Brandy. It was not Luna. It was that your guess? Or your avatar? Okay, wait. Hold on. Who said Hagrid first? That was Dustin. Dustin said Hagrid first. And John Powell, you want to be Cho, correct? You might be thinking the next book. Hagrid or Luna, I wasn't spamming. So if you weren't spamming, then Parmesan Hufflepuff, that's your point. You need to choose your avatar. And John Powell, you still need to choose your avatar. Or was Hagrid supposed to be your avatar? Maybe I quit asking questions while you guys choose your avatar, and maybe that would make it a lot easier, huh? Hagrid and Luna got together in an SNL skit. Did they? Whoa, that's weird. That's real weird. Hi, Royal. Welcome. One, two, three, four. Oh, did you? I am so sorry. You did. How do I not have... Don't worry about it. Okay, you guys will get to argue over being polite with each other. Oh, I like Luna. Luna's probably my favorite, just because she's just, you know, kind of unique. How dare you two be so polite to me? It's just like, I love it when somebody new from the group shows up in the chat and we all aggressively greet each other. It's like It's always the best. It's like, oh man. All right, so we do have some more lore from the manual. It says, immediately after arriving at Hogwarts, first-year students are shown to the Great Hall where the Sorting Hat determines which house they will be placed in. Okay, that's not new information either, Lego manual. That is not new information. I really expected more out of you, Lego manual. All right, guys. While we have a minute, let's go ahead and get some people registered for this giveaway that's going to be taking place at the end of the stream. So just so you guys are all aware of how it's going to work, Audible is a free app. It's free to download, free to browse, free to set up an account. Once you set up an account, all you need to do in order to register for this giveaway is enter the email of your account. In the chat, and I will send you the audiobook of your choice, the full cast edition. They have released everything up into the Deathly Hallows. So if you want the Goblet of Fire so you can keep up with us for the next season of Harry Potter Book Club, you are welcome to ask for that. If you would rather have one of the other books, you're welcome to have that as well. All you need to do is let me know. So if you would like to be entered into the giveaway, now is the time to enter your email address. I am making sure that the chat filters are off, so I should be able to see everybody. There is a link in the description if you do not have Audible. It is free to download, free to set up an account, free to browse. Is that seriously your email? No, it's not. LOL. Yeah, you can't do that to me, Odelay, because I don't know if you're joking or not. You're such a film enthusiast that you might be serious. I don't know. And no, you did not get dessert. Why not, Brandy? So, if you want to be entered in the giveaway for the full cast audiobook, guys, all you have to do is check out that link in the description. Like I said, Audible is free to download, free to browse, free to set up an account. All you have to do is enter the email address in your account in the chat down below. And at the end of the stream, we will be giving away a full cast audiobook to one lucky winner since we did hit our 500 subscriber goal. By the way, for those of you who are wondering, I am not going to be streaming tomorrow morning at my usual 10 a.m. slot. I have moved that to 8 a.m. Sunday morning for our morning Minecraft stream. We're going to be building the Bee Cottage, which is this week's stop motion budget. Sugar was the big one. Yeah, it's okay. You can live in salt and sugarless bliss with me. All right, so anybody who wants to be entered in the giveaway, make sure you enter your email address down below, because that is going to be the email address where I send you your free copy, your free full cast audiobook of Harry Potter, the book of your choice. You had a banana and an oatmeal raisin cookie and some Powerade. Jeez. Yeah, I've actually gotten to where I don't even do. I try to use natural sweeteners in my coffee brandy. Like I try to use like a sugar-free vanilla extract, or I try to use something that's more of a natural sweetener, like honey. Oh, why is that, John Powell? You had 2 pieces of chocolate cake for Brandy. I don't know if that was nice of you or facetious of you. So not got citrus. Yep, Brandy says use that one. She's kind of in charge of the audiobooks. And they're already entered. And she's already in the lead. So if anybody else wants to be entered in the giveaway, all you need to do is comment your email address in the chat below. We'll give everybody a couple minutes because there might be some people who've gone to check out the Audible link. It means got fruit, I guess. All right, guys. Question number 3 for chapter 14. So Hagrid was the one who invited Ron and Harry to tea. Why did Hagrid invite Ron and Harry to tea? It was not to talk about Buckbeak. It was not to warn them about the dragon. It was not to talk about Buckbeak. Not to warn Harry. It was not to talk about Buckbeak. It was to talk about somebody, but it was not to talk about Buckbeak. That would be Miss Brick together. Miss Brick together to talk about Hermione. So, because of all the conflict that was going on with Crookshanks and Scabbers, the boys and Hermione have really not been talking a whole lot. And this whole time, Hermione has been helping Hagrid get ready for the Buckbeak trial, and the boys have basically been ignoring her. And she is really struggling because, again, also, like I said, it's a little bit more hindsight. You can kind of tell that Hermione is overwhelmed and stressed and that she's taken too many classes. The time traveling thing, I think, is a little bit more apparent than maybe not to somebody who's reading it for the first time or experiencing it for the first time, but just to me. And that's why he invited the boys to the cabin to talk. Like, yeah, they did talk about Buckbeak too, but that's not the reason that Hagrid invited them over to chat. Yeah, Hermione does a lot of crying during this book. Like, like, she is kind of, I guess maybe this is the book where she gains all of her badassedness, I guess, for lack of a better way to say it. But she spends a lot of this book crying. A lot of it. I mean, most 13-year-old girls do spend most of 13 crying, to be fair, but I know I spent most of 13 crying for no reason. Yeah, no, that's my favorite lamp in the house, Odele. Like, I know you're being facetious, but it is. That's a W lamp. Like, that is the best lamp in the universe. We just flipped. We're back. It's all good. Y'all calm down. It's not like you got a face reveal or anything. Yep, great candle. Actually, this is one of my favorite candles. Welcome back, Brickable World. Actually, this is one of my favorite candles. So this candle just kind of randomly showed up one day, and Brandy got it for me and sent it to me, and it actually smells amazing. And a lot of you guys don't know this, but I actually do kind of like, it started because of the channel. I was recycling candles and reusing wax, but I actually ended up starting to make my own candles, which you can actually purchase on my eBay website. But she sent me this, and I was just like, it is the best candle in the universe. It smells so good. And the fact that it says reading time, I was just like, well, that's our tournament candle for the season. So now every time we have the tournament, we have to light the book club candle. Until they get older, and then they make the boys cry. That's fair too, John Powell. That's fair. It's because, yeah. I know I spent a lot of 13 crying. That's all I'm saying. It wasn't even for a good reason. But you don't know that until you're an adult. To be fair, she is pretty scared. I mean, stop and think about it, though. You have no knowledge of this world. You just kind of randomly, you and your family get an update one day. You go to a random school. I would be terrified at 13 years old. That's like, I have some friends who tell me stories about when they went to boarding school. I was like, and you were how old? I thought I was a little thug. Oh, wouldn't that be cool? So I do have the Haggard's Hut, and I do have the scene in the graveyard from the Goblet of Fire. The scene that has when Voldemort first shows up, and it has Wormtail in it. And that's actually the set that I got our Tri-Builder Cup from. That's a good set. Actually, the fifth book had a lot of good sets. I've been actually kind of thinking of what I want to build for the next book, because this has been kind of a bigger set. And I really wanted to do the Hedwig and the book collection, the collectible edition. But the more I've been looking at some of the Triwizard sets, it's been kind of... We're getting a better Ministry set. Ooh, nice. Ooh, that would have been fun. I would have liked to see that, Dustin. I do still say if Dustin ever does win a Tri Builder tournament, like a weekly Tri Builder tournament, I will post a loop of Chatbot Lady saying Permy John Hoofoo Poof on loop. I will do it for as long as I possibly can. Six of the last ministry sets. So, oh gosh, what was the one? Nocturne Alley was the one that was leaked recently, wasn't it, Odelay? I think I saw you talking about that. Oh no, I totally will. But you've got to actually win a Tri Builder tournament one week. And that will be your minifig feature. Whatever minifig you pick, I will do a stop motion of that figure. Oops. I will do a stop motion of that figure dancing around to Permy John Hoofoo Poof. Permy John Hoofoo Poof. Permy John Hoofoo Poof. I've already got a beat for it. We're gone. We're sold. It's happening. Like I'm rooting for you. Like I want this to happen. So I did not, unpopular opinion, I actually did not like the Lovegood house. And Luna is one of my favorite characters. And I did not like the Lovegood house because I did get the Malfoy Manor, which you might actually see in some of our shirts showing up here because I have officially moved it upstairs to the studio. But the dimensions on it were very similar to the dimensions on the Malfoy Manor. And the Malfoy Manor was just in the set. It was actually not, the rooms were not nearly as big as they were depicted. Like, so you can barely fit a minifigure in there, let alone move it around. So it just wasn't. I am beautiful? Well, thank you. Oh, never mind. I see who that came from. I see who they're talking to now. Okay, cool. I was like, what? I had to look at who was talking. The Nocturne Alley would be super cool, though, I think. Especially if they put some kind of a light brick in there. That would be super cool. So that was why I say we kind of wasted a little bit of our money in Universal, was because we got really distracted in Harry Potter World, especially in Nocturne Alley. Okay, so this goes here. You'd prefer an upscale minifig of Luna over Ron? Yeah, me too, actually. Oh. What comment? Why are these not wanting to? Yeah. That is kind of the other part of it too. No one really likes Ron, they just think they're supposed to. Alright. No one really likes Ron. They just think they're supposed to. That's not true. Alright, we're gonna have to try this again. That. Ron is your favorite? So I have, and actually I picked him up at Bricks and Minifigs the other day. I picked up the Golden Ron to add to our Golden Voldemort because I have been on a mini quest to find all of the Golden series. And it was between him and Hermione, and he had his plate with him, and I decided to go with him. I won't tell anybody that Ron's your favorite. So I actually really enjoyed that Luna Brickheads. I don't have a lot of Brickheads figures, and the ones that I do have are normally pretty high fan service. In terms of, like, it's normally something that I just really like, and I don't have a lot of sets like that. And I don't have a lot of sets with Luna. So I was really excited to find her and the Thestral as a Brickhead set. He really is. He really is. He's the one who gets him through the wizard's chest. You saw what? Yeah, apparently he had kind of a little bit of a issue. Oh, okay. Wait. Spin this around. Make sure I have this sitting correctly. Brick together was the me fig. Yay! Someone was finally the me fig. Feel like I don't. No? Or I do. Do you? Yeah, they were a lot of fun. Okay. I do not like this bridge. This is not making me happy. I don't like the way it just sits on here and pivots. So, yeah, that's kind of the point. That's actually exact. Before I finished your comment, I was like, yeah, that's kind of the point, though, isn't it? Like, but yeah, you're not wrong. I'm glad that you see that. Like, the guy that played Anakin in Star Wars, he kind of had that off-putting aftermath of playing the villain. All right, let's do another Trial Builder question before we end up like we were last week and we're at the end of the evening trying to do the giveaway and the questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've missed a question for some. Oh, I forgot to give Brick Together their last Brick Breaker. That's what it was. She is a super smart lady. Alright, so where did we miss putting those on? I know, wasn't that great? That was kind of cool. So I don't know where these go. I don't remember seeing those anywhere in this. Oh, there they go. One, two, that was an easy mess. Well, where's the other one? Oh, it's on the other side. That one. So that's pretty cool, the way the bridge goes there. I don't like that it's not very... It's literally hanging on by one brick here. I don't like that. It's literally hanging on by a stud. I am not a fan, considering this is such a huge set. I also don't know where we lost those. We only have one castle. All right. Question number 4 from chapter 14. Bricks at the ready, thumbs at the ready, folks. So Harry has finally made it to Hogsmeade. I know earlier in the season I was like, Harry never made it to Hogsmeade, but there are 3 different trips to Hogsmeade this season. So on this trip to Hogsmeade, Harry is spotted. Who spots Harry? A raid train to Mandy and Roger? Who's Mandy and Roger? Odelay, Malfoy, correct. Correct, my friend. You're coming in hot today. You came prepared. Are you reading, Odelay? I won't tell anybody if you are. I won't tell anybody if you're reading. Or are you Googling? Either way, I won't tell anybody. Just shh. Just let me know. On a low key, let me know. All right, on to chapter 15. And then we are going to do the giveaway, guys, because I am done with this bag. We're going to do the giveaway as soon as we get to the end of the trivia questions. Yeah, I know, right? He is on fire. Typical Dragon Rider. He's on fire. You think my chat hates you? You knew that from Harry Potter Theory? That's fair. All right, chapter 15. At the end of chapter 14 and the beginning of chapter 15, what news does Hermione get at the end of chapter 14 and 15? It's big news from Hagrid. What news does she get at the end of chapter 14 and the beginning of chapter 15? Odelay. Odelay. I didn't retract it. Odelay retracted it, so. Parmesan, I am not accepting that answer. Brickable World. All right, I'm back. So to repeat the question, at the end of chapter 14, beginning of chapter 15, Hermione gets news from Hagrid. What news does she get from Hagrid? She doesn't have the sight of divination. That's been pretty obvious throughout the entire book. Miss Brick Together coming in hot with an answer. Ding, ding, ding. That is 4 points for Brick Together. That is 4 points for Brick Together. That is the big news that she receives from Hagrid at the end of chapter 14, beginning of chapter 15. Now they're going to make Buckbeak burgers. That is not nice, you guys. You guys are so, like, what happened to you guys? Like, oh, it's okay. As we approach the end of the live stream, guys, go ahead and enter your email address. If you haven't had a chance to check out Audible, it is free to download, free to browse, free to set up an account. All you have to do to enter into the drawing at the end of the night is enter your email address in the chat below, and I will get you registered because we are going to be giving away a free full cast audiobook to one lucky person in the chat tonight, as well as naming a Tri-Builder champion who will be shouted out and in this week's community post. All right, guys, question number 3 from chapter 15. Question number 3 from chapter 15. Brick Breakers at the ready. In order to win the Quidditch Cup, how many points ahead does Gryffindor need to be before Harry can catch the snitch? The question is, in order to win the Quidditch Cup, how many points ahead does Gryffindor need to be before Harry can catch the snitch? 6, 10, 200, no. 150, 60, no. No idea. 160, no. More than 50. Brickable World. Brickable World. Coming in with the answer. Brickable World. It was 50 points. I think that might have been spam, guys, but I'm going to let it fly. I'm going to learn to stop asking number questions. Eventually, one day, 2001. No, I do believe Brickable World was the first one to guess 50. More than 50 was the correct answer from Brickable World. Brickable World at 3 points, tied with Odile Dorado. Both of you in second and third for the evening. Brick Together in the lead with 4. Also our Tri-Builder tournament leader. Brick Together. And I do believe John Powell is in there with the Dementor at one point. Hold on, I lost my chat. What has happened? Oh no, chatbot lady down. Chatbot lady down. Oh no. Permy John Hoofapoof. The whole chat's down. The whole chat's down. Hang tight, guys. We only have one more question for this evening, and then we are going to do the giveaway. Hang tight with me, chat. This is what happens when you share a Lego studio with cats. Unfortunately, wires come undone. I feel so disconnected, so distant from you guys. All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself. I think I'm off key. It's all good. It's all good. If we have to ask the final question of the evening the old school analog way, we will. Don't wanna be all by myself. Yeah, that was definitely on key, right? I mean, that had Grammy written all over it. Don't wanna be all. Let's see, unrelated trivia that you guys can play by yourselves. What was the very first set that I ever built for the channel? Oh, that's a fun question. Let's see if any of you guys actually get it. What was the very first set I ever built for the channel? While I'm rebooting Chatbot Lady and getting back in the chat with you guys. The Pig House. No, it was an OG. You're not far off there, Odalie. I think it was this one and then the Pig House and then the Bee Farm. No, the Bee Farm and then the Pig House. No, Pig Farm was 4. Pig Farm was 4 because it was this one, then the Bee Farm, then the Pandas, then the Pig House. Yep. Fox House. No, it wasn't the Fox House. Guys. I don't know if any of you guys know it. Lucky Bamboo? No. No, you're not far off though, Italy. It was not a botanical set. The very first, I'll give a bonus point if I get back and any of you guys have answered that. I will give a bonus point for that question. Just because we are celebrating such a milestone this evening. I will give a bonus point for that question. What was the very first set? No. 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 The very first set. Because I actually even shared with you guys why I got this set. I was really down and I had just gotten some bad news about my recent career choices. And I was like, this looks pretty. Friends. That was the very first grown-up Lego set that I ever built, Odelay. That was a good guess, but I did not build Friends for the channel. The Friends Cafe Central Perk was my very first grown-up Lego set, though. Ah. This is why I need a new PC, guys. So, in other news, for those of you who have been asking me if I plan on going into gaming, my brother is going to be letting me borrow his PC soon. And I am probably actually going to be doing some gaming streams coming up soon. I will probably still be pretty on theme with Minecraft and Harry Potter. But that is exciting because I have been saving for a new PC that can actually handle that kind of interaction. And it has been a long grind, and I'm about halfway there. But my brother, who is the king of hardware, I am the king of I am the queen of coding. He is the king of hardware. He actually had a old PC that he was no longer using that he had recently upgraded, and he asked if I wanted to use it. So if he's going to allow me to use it until I save up for my own, then yes, please. And we can definitely get started doing some gaming streams that way. Like right now, it should not take my PC. My laptop should continue to run even when it's not unplugged. And B, it also shouldn't take this long to boot up. So we're going to go ahead and ask the question the old-fashioned way. I'm just going to have to get behind the camera and watch the chat with you guys. All right, the last question of the evening, and then we're going to do the drawing, which by then my PC should be powered back up. In chapter 15 of The Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry dreams that the Slytherin team arrives to the match riding what? In chapter 15, Harry has a dream that the Slytherin team shows up riding what to the Quidditch match? Maybe I don't show you guys the answer sheet. Missed Brick Together. It was the Tranquil Garden. Odelay, dragons. I knew you were going to get that one, Odelay. I knew you were going to get that one. When I wrote that question, I was like, Odelay is going to get it. Even if he spams it, he's going to get it. So there you go, Odelay. You are officially tied with Brick Together. You are officially tied with Brick Together, which means that you actually could take this home this evening. I have a bonus question prepared for exactly this instance. Ladies and gentlemen, Brick Together, our reigning Tri-Builder champion, has officially been challenged by the one, the only, the Ninjago legend, Odelay himself. For the title of this week's Tri-Builder champion, we have a tie between Brick Together and Odelay Dorado. And we're going to have to ask a tiebreaker question. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, let's see. Let's get back in here because I'm going to need to see the chat live before I ask this question. All right, guys. This question is specifically between Odelay Dorado and Brick Together for the tiebreaker of the evening. For the tiebreaker of the evening, we are going to ask this question. Nope. I'm sorry, guys. Give me just a second because if I'm going to ask a tiebreaker question, I want to make sure that I am as live in the chat as possible with you guys. I can't believe it. Brick Together has finally been challenged. We might actually get to see the bus driver featured on this week's community post. You know, the problem with this is, though, Odelay, now that if the bus driver does win for the tournament, you're going to have to pick somebody else next week. I'm going to have to find somebody else purple. I might have to make a trip to Bricks and Minifigs and find a special fig. Let's get in here. All right. Again, guys, like I said, I am quickly hunting a new PC. It's going to happen. We're not going to live this laggy life with my deadbeat laptop that I've abused. Because I promise you, I've abused it. Come on. All right. It's fine. We will do it the old-fashioned way with me behind the camera, praying that we don't do an accidental face reveal. All right, guys. Tiebreaker question. Bricks at the ready. Brick breakers at the ready. All right. During the match with Ravenclaw, Harry finally manages to summon what charm? Again, this is just between Brick Together and Odelay for the tiebreaker. During the Quidditch match with Ravenclaw, Harry finally manages to summon what charm? Patronus. Oh, Brick Together got you, I think, Odelay. On my screen, Brick Together gotcha. Brick Together gotcha. Making it a 5-4 split. Making it a 5-4 split. On the plus side, though, the Breezy minifigure does get to be featured on this week's community post. That will be a ton of fun. All right, guys. Anyone left who wants to enter the giveaway? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Speak now or forever hold your peace if you want to be entered into the giveaway for the full cast audiobook. For the full cast audiobook, if you want to be entered, please enter your email address now into the chat. If you're confused about what an audiobook is, Audible is a free app. It's free to download, free to browse, free to sign up. All you need to do is set up an account and enter your email address into the chat below, and I will send you any copy of any Harry Potter fullcast version that you want as soon as this stream is over. You don't have the internet. You can enter you as Brandy as well. Well, we're going to give it a few more minutes, and then we're going to declare Brandy the unanimous winner because she's the only one currently entered in the giveaway, her and Royal. So maybe you guys don't want audiobooks. Maybe you guys want Legos. Sorry, audiobooks is what I got to give you. Yep, Brick Together is fixing to go live. They're going to be opening some minifigures. Because I think they finally found a whole slew of them. All right, guys, so you have 60 seconds for somebody else other than Brandy and Royal to let me know that they are interested in getting a free audiobook. Otherwise, they are going to win by default. You guys are just going to forfeit to Brandy and Royal. Because they're the only ones entered in the contest at the moment. Great stream. Thank you for coming, Odelay. It's always good to see you, fellow Dragon Rider. You know I'm always here. They win. All right, guys. Well, friendly reminder, our Saturday Minecraft Live has been moved because there are so many collaborations tomorrow between Brandy and Royal going live with Foggy Moggy and MC from Brick Therapy going live with Kirkham. There's a lot going on. I'm also toying with the idea of doing a permanent move to 8 a.m. on Sunday for our morning Minecraft stream. So if you don't, if you want to grab the link to Brandy and Royal, you can. We're not going to be here too much longer. I don't know if I can, my laptop's still not fully functioning. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pin it or not because I am actually signing off real quick. But if you guys know me, you guys know Brick Together. I can pretty much so guarantee you know Brick Together. Brickable World, did you want to be entered in the giveaway? Did I miss it? Oh, they didn't enter their email? That's okay. That's okay. I'll reach out to Brickable World directly. If they want one, honestly, I have so many I can just send them one. But, you know, it is what it is. Good night, Parmesan Hufflepuff. All right, guys. I will see you guys Sunday morning, 8 a.m. Don't forget to hang out with Brick Together tonight. They're going to be opening some CMFs. Also, we have tomorrow, they have some big collabs planned with Foggy Moggy, as well as Kirkham has a collab planned with Lego Therapy MC. So if you're here tonight, I will see you Sunday morning, bright and early at 8 a.m. for our Minecraft Live. I have been your host, Breezy Builds, reminding you that creativity is a superpower. Just make sure kindness is always your base plate. And until next time, happy building, everybody. Good night.